I know exactly why you all clicked on this video today. You saw the title and you thought, what could this man possibly have to say about the future of Halo? It's over. It's just so over. I mean, thinking about it, there's really nothing that we can do as players. We just sort of have to sit here and take it. I mean, let's just look at what's been going on recently with the game. I mean, they gave up on the Infinite story. They're remaking Combat Evolved in Unreal Engine 5 as if that's gonna, like, do anything. They've been doing nothing but adding Forge maps and Heritage Month skins to the game for, like, the past year. And just a couple days ago, they finally added the second new weapon to the game. And it's alright. Halo fans have been in such a state of it's so over for so long that it's basically encapsulated the entire lifespan of Halo Infinite. Halo can easily be categorized into 3 eras. You know, we got the OG era, that's Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. I guess Halo Wars if you want to count that too. Then we have the 343 downfall era. That's Halo 4, Halo 5, Spartan Assault, Spartan Strikes, Master Chief Collection, you know, that whole thing. The terrible art style change. Now, this current era that we're in, I like to classify it as the It's So Over era. Now, this includes just Halo Infinite. Halo Wars 2 is like a cool game. People like that game. Halo Infinite, yeah, you know, it's Halo Infinite. Now, I know what you're going to say. AcridObject, you've posted many videos about Halo Infinite. You have a lot of hours on Halo Infinite. Why do you trash the game so much? Well, let me explain. I do tend to actually enjoy playing Halo Infinite every once in a while. There are still some fun, enjoyable aspects of the game, you know, like every once in a while I can hop on there and be like, ooh, you know, I've had periods where I've played this game every day and periods where I didn't even think about it. But even if there are some good things about this game, I think it's objectively more fun to talk about all of the bad things too. Now, I'd like to think it's because I'm passionate about Halo, just like the many of you. The moment I saw that Halo Reach commercial when I was like 9, where they're running to the thing, yeah, it was over. It was like the coolest military design, the coolest weapon design, the coolest aliens I've ever seen. You know, 9-year-old me couldn't take it. I was like, this is gonna be the game. This is the game, right? And I had to have it. So ever since that Christmas, I was hooked. It was like the heroin needle to my body, you know, it was over. Moving back to the point of this video, do I want Halo Infinite to fail? No, I don't think anybody wants it to fail. Back in the day, it was like the Star Wars of gaming almost.
I'm going straight from here to LaGuardia, flying to Chicago, and going home to play the game. You know, my father went to Woodstock. This is our Woodstock of a generation.
Every single gamer on the planet knew what Halo was. Even people who didn't game knew what Halo was. It had books written about it, everything had lore, there were so many different avenues in Halo you could look at. And now it's just sad, you know, to even say, but it's kinda over. Now, how do we fix Halo? This is a very well-discussed topic. I've got a few ideas. That doesn't include remastering Combat Evolved again. And this might be controversial, but I think this series needs a major reboot. Like, I'm talking Modern Warfare 2019 style reboot. Halo 4 story was like, alright. It didn't game in the series too much. Like, Halo 5 was kind of interesting with what they were going for, which I actually think set up some interesting stuff. Same with Halo Wars 2, but we got the Atriox storyline picking up, and then we got Evil Cortana cliffhanger. Where's it gonna go next? What are they gonna do next, right? Well, I mean, they're gonna do nothing because everything that happens after that just happens off screen. Because they were like, fuck it, it's too hard to write a story off of that. So let's just make it a 2-year time skip and have Master Chief fight Atriox immediately. I don't even know. They wrote themselves into a corner that's as far as Voyager 1 right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, who knows where the fuck they can go from there? I mean, nothing makes sense in Halo Infinite. By the end of the game, the UNSC is like trash. Cortana died off screen with Atriox, who's actually still alive and somewhere on Halo Infinite. And Master Chief just killed this ancient alien race that Atriox is trying to release to do something. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with it.
We finished the fight.
I propose just start fresh from Halo 4. Reboot in the original art style, pick it up right where I left off. You know, they can still do the Promethean stuff if they want, but just a full-blown restart would work great. I mean, it's Halo 4. It's a perfect spot to restart. I'd say just have the Banished. That was a big problem with Halo 4. The Covenant was basically washed out by the end of Halo 3, right? They killed all the Prophets and, you know, all that. So they didn't really have, like, a big enemy for Halo 4, so they just made, like, the Covenant 2, which wasn't the Covenant, but it was the Covenant. It was like, you know what I mean? It was weird. But they started off the Halo 4 story against something like the Banished. They can set up a much more interesting plot line than whatever the fuck was going on in 4 and 5. I mean, I get the Master Chief going rogue thing. That was a cool little thing they were trying to do. It was kind of dumb. All of the trailers made it look like it was going to be really, really cool, and then it, you know, it wasn't that. They could even redo the Cortana turning evil thing that they did. They could do a crazy Master Chief joining up with the Arbiter, joining up with Atriox, and coming together to defeat Cortana from destroying the universe, or they could just have Master Chief and Cortana fight the Banished. Like, I don't know. I think that would be a pretty good save. But basically, from the way I see it, if 343 was going to save Halo, I think their best possible option would probably be to reboot the series in a Call of Duty way. They don't even have to really change all the characters, because Halo 4 is such a good starting point. Plus, they could just undo that terrible art style. I mean, oh my god. Oh my god, man. That was like the first It's So Over moment. When I was 12 years old and I saw Halo 4 and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why did they make it look like this? What the fuck is this? Who would have thought that this was a good idea? The elites are like these weird bumbling creatures now. You know, they were supposed to be all agile and jumpy and like, ooh, 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 you know? Another thing that I think they could do, they could just do spin-off games. I mean, I don't know why there hasn't been another ODST game. They could make an ODST game on the set piece of Halo Reach if they wanted to. That would be a great game. I think a lot of people would play that one. That would be really interesting. They could do something with another Spartan team somewhere else in the universe. I mean, there's so many books and things that they could really make a story about. They could make a game around the book New Blood, where the rookie from Halo 3 ODST, spoilers, dies, but they can make a game about that. I mean, there's so many books that they could make a game out of. There's so many. This is why I say it's like Star Wars, because there's so much that they could dive into that they just aren't, that they just decide not to do, and they're still doing the Master Chief thing. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I don't know what Halo should do with their life. But what I do think that they should do, I think the best option that they do have is probably to do the Halo 4 reboot. Just restart it, clean slate, wipe everything off the map. It was cool. We can forget that it happened. They were already like softly rebooting the series with Infinite by, you know, doing this whole thing. So they should just take it the extra mile and just redo 4, 5, and just call it 6. Halo Infinite, come on, just call it Halo 6.